Hello everybody, this is Alan and today I'm going to be going over my theories and what I hope is going to be in DLC 1 for Infinite Warfare, in particularly zombies and what's going to be in Rave in the Redwoods. Yeah, on with the video really, and basically I just want to go over the main things in this that in DLC 1, it's obviously more of a horror theme this time. The characters obviously are in the 1990s now instead of the 1980s. Obviously, a lot more. It's a lot different, from Zombies in Spaceland. Obviously, Zombies in Spaceland. They did say that it was more of an open feel compared to the new map for Rave in the Redwoods, and I kind of like that. I really did like the horror theme of well, just zombie games in general, to be honest. And honestly, Zombies in Spaceland was really it was a lot more child friendly to a zombie standpoint compared to most other zombie games I've played, and honestly, it was kind of good in a way because it wasn't child friendly in the way of difficulty. It was just child friendly in the lighting, and it was just easy to navigate the map in a way. Like getting to perks and stuff was obviously a nightmare, especially for Jug. I'm hoping they don't put Jug in a choke point, to be honest. And obviously there are a few things in Zombies in Spaceland that a lot of people didn't like, but there's one thing I'm really hoping for is that we have wonder weapons in the same way that we did have the wonder weapons in Zombies in Spaceland, like the Discord, Shredder, Face Melter, stuff like that. But I'm hoping instead of well, not really instead, but like you had to earn more of it, because most of it was honestly crafting and just getting tickets, which wasn't exactly difficult. It was just a time consuming, but and then the traps were fairly easy, some of them, um, especially especially the disco one for the Discord. That was probably the easiest one to do, and I'm hoping you don't have to go around the map again searching for those targets and shit for the next wonder weapon. But I'm hoping it's something more like the Forge Freeze, that you have to use something unique to get it. Like in Zombies in Spaceland, it was tickets. Perhaps in Raven the Redwoods, they could use a different form of currency, perhaps on another standpoint. But the way they set up Zombies in Spaceland is actually really good. I'm hoping they do it in a similar aspect. Obviously, I like that dark, sinister look on the map. Like it's more like a horror film. The lighting's completely different to what Zombies in Spaceland was. And obviously, Zombies in Spaceland, it wasn't dark, but it wasn't amazingly bright either, like they said. They said it was like bright, it was open, comforting sort of thing. I'm hoping they go for a sort of similar way of doing it, like the lighting, just have a darker map. Because honestly, when I was going through the trailer, when I was first watching the trailer, I noticed that there was one bit that it just went completely bright, and I was just like, they were going for a horror vibe, and then that one little bit made it seem as if they were just doing it for a laugh, just saying it was horror for a laugh. I know, like it's a proper thing. Like I'm dead looking forward to it, mainly because it's a darker, more sinister look to the map, and honestly, Zombies has needed that for quite a while now, actually. because I've noticed a fair few of the maps are quite bright, are quite open. Take Black Ops 3 for example, the maps were just unique in design. Like Der Eisendra, that wasn't even dark, it was bright, it was an open map, and obviously it was what is the favourite to a lot of people for Black Ops 3, as zombies players just couldn't stop playing it, you know. It's like, to this day, if I want to play Dead Eisendra, all I have to do is go on a community, and in about 2 minutes, you'd probably get someone, you probably get a few people going, yeah, why not? Because it was such a nice map, it was such a unique map at that, and the wonder weapons were just so fun to use, you know, like Stormbow, Void, you know. So I'm hoping they kind of go for something like that, like not a gun but a unique type of weapon, instead of oh yeah, we're gonna give you a gun that shoots energy beams or something like that, or a laser pistol, kind of like what they went for in Zombies in Spaceland. There's nothing wrong with it, it's just I personally would prefer something like a bow, like a crossbow with explosive arrows on it. Now that'd be a nice wonder weapon. Another one is just a unique one, like kind of like the black hole, kind of like the black hole grenades you can purchase with tickets around the map in the ticket booths. Something like that in a way. It'd be fun. I mean, the wonder weapons don't have to be brilliant, but a flamethrower could be one. I mean, you think about it, like a flamethrower, that would be quite a useful gun to have in a way, because you just have to shoot a little bit, and obviously the zombies would die. They'd take a while, but they would die. Let's see. One of my main theories, actually, I'm gonna go to my main theory, that I've been hearing a little rumor here and there that the final boss for Rave in the Redwoods is gonna be something like Michael Myers, just something along those lines. I'm just sitting here going, why? You know, like I think I've seen it somewhere on YouTube. I'm not sure, but there has been a little talk going on about it. Not for long actually, but just for a little while now. That it's gonna be something like Michael Myers. Honestly, I see very little point in them doing Michael Myers, because you think about it, you're stuck in a Willard Wyler production, a film, yeah. If you're a creator, like you're a film creator, you're not gonna take something from someone else's film and just go, yeah, this is a nice idea, I'll take the character and all. Take the concept but not the character, you know? So I'm thinking that it's not gonna be Michael Myers. If they do it, I have no issues from that, but I'd just be a bit like ish about it, because again, it's from a film creator standpoint that we're trying to think through and trying to get most of these theories from at this point. So I'd say it's more of the it's gonna be something more sinister. It's gonna be something bigger, because Rave in the Redwoods, it makes sense that it's not Mike, because he's obviously he's from a different film, so it's gonna be kind of hard for it to just go bang, my character now. You know, again, it's a killer comeback for a film series. So I'm thinking it's more of this character here, which I will display now for you. The wooden character in the center of the map, like the statue. It is called Rave in the Redwoods, and obviously from a film creator standpoint, if I was a film creator doing something like this, I'd definitely have that as like a final boss for the characters to go through. And it'd make sense, because then you could have a flamethrower as a wonder weapon, and that's the only thing that can kill it, because it's the only thing that can actually really damage it. But in a way you could use other guns as well. I'm thinking instead of like, oh yeah, let's have this and this, let's have like teleporters again. Have it like the way to get to Pack-a-Punch more of a superstitious kind of thing. Like you have to pick up certain items and then you have to go to a random piece of just a random tree in the game and then you enchant the tree or something like that. Because it wasn't exactly like it's not exactly like you can just say, oh, let's have teleporters again. It's, let's just have a normal portal everywhere like we did in Spaceland, you know. If I was a game developer, honestly, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't take pieces from a bright and open map and put them into a dark, more sinister map, you know, especially something like portals, which is something you can easily just make by just, it just doesn't go with the theme. It's easily mistaken for a unique thing. Oh yeah, it's not exactly like anyone can go, we're in the 1990s, we're in a forest, let's have portals everywhere and just assume this is going to be a normal thing to have in the middle of a forest. You know, like, I'm taking it from Willard Wyler's standpoint. It isn't going to be something like that. He's not going to be able to do something like that, get away with it, because obviously it'd be a lot less realistic, you know? So, I'm saying for just to be honest, a superstitious standpoint would be a really, really good standpoint to take, because then the giant structure in the center of the map could be like, it could be made so, like, just in case a giant mythical creature comes and attacks the camp, it could be one of those superstitious things that they could make so it goes along with the theme of the map. There's nothing wrong with it being superstitious. I mean, you put it in the right way, all you're really doing to add to the map is just something to protect your children before the zombie outbreak. So again, nothing wrong with that, and it's easily done, and it would take for a pretty good horror standpoint. So that's my theory, that they're going to be using the giant wooden structure in the center of a map that was shown in the trailer. Another theory is that they're not going to be using cops as the unique zombie. They might be using Mike or camp officials. Like, you could have, instead of the actual Mike, you could just have zombies running around with axes or melee weapons that do double the damage of a normal zombie. And honestly, it'd make the map a lot harder. And it's not exactly like we've seen many zombie maps for Call of Duty that actually have zombies holding a unique weapon and have a chance of dropping that weapon. Again, it's not exactly like the weapon's going to be brilliant or anything, just it'd make the zombies a lot more difficult to kill, and it'd just make it so much harder to actually go around the map and just assume that you're brilliant and just come out a winner, you know, and get to round 30 from it. It would make it a lot harder, and it would be quite unique to see, instead of like backpacks and shit, we just see normal crap. Like, zombies just have random items on them and drop them, instead of backpacks that coincidentally hold frag grenades and shit, as if people came to the park intended to blow the fucking place up. You know, it'd just make for a better feel for the map. So that's gonna be it for today's video. If you did like the video, please like, subscribe, comment. Please tell me what I could improve for the next video I'm gonna do, and when I do get the map, I'm probably gonna be looking for a lot more glitches instead of theories. But I will do another theory video for the next DLC when that gets promised. So I'll see you all in the next video. Again, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'm